Do you have a hard time getting in shape? Do you have a hard time getting fit? Do you have a hard time making time to work out and get healthy? Well, I do too. All of us seem to have that issue, but today I have a solution for you. And the solution is the exercise coach. Hi, I'm Paul Madsen with growmedia.com, author of Men Grieve Too. And today we have special guests. Summer, welcome to the show. Ryan, welcome to the show.
Yeah, thanks, Paul. Happy to be here.
Co-founders of the exercise coach here in town. Hey, tell us, Ryan, tell us what business you're in.
Yeah, well, we're in the business of transforming lives and creating community through high-tech personal training.
High-tech personal training. We talked before, but tell us what that means, Summer.
Yes, so we offer personal training for busy professionals or for people who just don't like your typical gym scene. We use robotic technology that allows us to individualize a workout based on somebody's ability.
Okay, well, so I heard individualized in there, and I also heard robotics, and tell us a little bit more what robotics means, right?
Yeah, absolutely. This technology is really incredible because it allows us to provide a safe, efficient, and effective workout. So when you come in on these machines, you won't see kind of your standard stack weights or dumbbells and barbells. They're all hydraulic motor that are driven by a computer.
Wow.
And so when you come the first time, we would get you set up on each piece of equipment and do a range of motion, which means we're going to start and finish each movement in a safe angle for both start and finish, avoiding injuries. The actual workout itself moves very slow and controlled, so we're taking out any of the risks that come with explosive movements and really overdoing it. Which leads me to the strength test. So each individual would do kind of a max test for each movement, and the machine can remember that and prescribe a workout that's just to your ability. And then as you get stronger, it gets harder, and so it makes it very efficient and effective.
Well, it sounds like a lot to manage. I could figure out a curl, that's on a rack, but how do I figure out all these computers and all this stuff, Summer?
Well, the good news is that we have certified coaches. So we'd say we have the best in the industry. Our coaches go through a pretty extensive training period, and they're super motivated to help make a difference in people's lives. They care about each person that walks in the door. They get to know their story, what's most important to them in terms of success in their health and fitness. And so they walk alongside them, they guide them on the equipment, and they write a workout that's specific to their goals. We have people coming in with all kinds of different goals. Some of it is as general as weight loss, but I would say mostly people, they want to function better in their lives. Maybe they're taking a trip, they want to hike, they want to participate in activities with their grandchildren, and so our coaches are motivated to help them achieve those goals.
Absolutely. Well, cool. I mean, where do you find these coaches, Ryan?
It's been a combination of things. We've had some referrals. We're from the Omaha area and have a pretty good network, so gotten some referrals. We also work with the colleges, so a lot of students who are going through like an exercise science program or kinesiology program. This is a great option for them coming out of college to be able to apply their education in a way that's maybe the future of fitness. So they're getting to do what they're trained in, the science. They love the science and the data that comes with it. And then we do have people who have been personal trainers and worked at other gyms that see the opportunities here. They actually have this technology as another tool in their toolkit. Like you say, the future of fitness. I mean, they're smart. They're going to jump on the combining of the technology with the individuals. Well, that is there some training from the corporation? I mean, tell us about the big picture of exercise coach.
Yes, so the training is really specific to the technology that we use. So again, safety is the top priority. So all of our coaches are certified in, Ryan talked a little bit about the setup that you go through. So when somebody's set up on our equipment, there are certain angles that are create the least amount of impact to your joints. And so especially most people that train with us are 35 and older, so it's really important to them to keep their knees and shoulders and hips and everything healthy.
I'm not going to get that if I go to a standard gym and boom, 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 am I?
The interesting thing is what we know is that high impact exercise or high intensity training is effective, right? So I think that's proven in understanding that people see good results, lifting a lot of weight. The problem with the conventional method is there isn't inherently a lot of safety in it, right? So even if you have a trainer and you're on your own putting a big barbell on your back, there's a lot at risk. So what we have the ability to do is give somebody of any level the ability to do quite a bit of strength training and weightlifting, if you will,
Sure.
but in a way that has quite a bit of safety. So there isn't a
Sure.
risk for injury. In fact, typically coming out of a session with us, they're feeling stronger and there's less impact to their joints.
Absolutely. Ryan, tell us about the backing that the corporation gives you and the technology and the training as well.
Absolutely. So the founder of this company, he started this over 20 years ago. He started doing this with more conventional equipment, and then discovered it's called Robotics, which is named because it's exercise combined with robotic equipment.
Okay.
So Robotics, which is only accessible through the exercise coach.
Okay.
And so
Wow.
that equipment really unlocked the ability to bring the science of the strength training that we're doing forward and available to all people.
Awesome.
So they're extremely knowledgeable, passionate about this and about helping people, and that's what we were looking for when we got into business. And
Well,
then
tell
they
me
have
about
the
that.
resources.
Tell me about what you saw in the exercise coach franchise model that drew you, and I guess what's your backgrounds that drew you into this?
Yeah, we were both, our background's both in corporate marketing. We both worked at Fortune 500 companies for most of our career. And we actually were part of starting a church, which led us to believe or know that we could work well together, and we really loved starting something.
Mm-hmm.
And so we knew we wanted to continue to be entrepreneurs and do it together. And so we explored lots of different options, decided to go the franchising route for this next endeavor, and we're looking for something that would transform lives or create community. We experienced that through the church.
Yeah.
And so we came across a number of different concepts, but this one really grabbed our attention. And it really, 2 20-minute workouts kind of sounds gimmicky, and so we had skepticism at first until we really researched it. And two things really kind of put us over the edge of moving forward, and that was getting on the equipment to see how that actually would work, and then meeting the founder.
Sure, sure.
Yep.
Well, Summer, you worked in the corporate umbrella, the corporate safety net. What's it like? Tell people considering the jump into entrepreneurship. What is that like? What went into your thinking with you and Ryan as you made these decisions, and how scary it was, and all that?
Yeah, it was, scary is definitely the right word, because month one was March 2020. So, we took the leap probably at, in our lifetime, what could have been the worst time,
Sure. Yeah.
Wow. So there was a lot of, just late nights and prayer, and, we're just really grateful to still be at it, and 3 studios in. And I think, honestly, the reward that comes with this is that, you just really see the impact that you can make in people's lives. I remember our very first client. I remember his name. I know his story. And it was kind of one by one at that first studio, because people were basically leaving to go to the grocery store and maybe get a haircut every now and then. It was just limited leaving the house. And so every person that came in and the progress that they saw in their life just meant so much to us and to our kids. Our 3 daughters were part of opening our first studio. They've been part of opening all 3. Our oldest daughter just got her first job this morning.
Fun.
So, she was able to talk about, I know what it's like to work, because she's had to, do some creative things with us. She likes to do hand lettering, so she's done our signs, she's assembled furniture, so they've cleaned. And so
family affair then,
she's helped with her sisters if we'd have to be away. But it's really rewarding to kind of see something that's, we knew the concept was proven, but it wasn't in Omaha until we came. And so to be able to kind of see a system and backed up by people like Ryan mentioned that we knew just would stand with us through a tough time.
Right.
It's really motivating, and so they really stood through us and with us, and so it's fun to see and hear the stories of the people you help.
Well,
and
it
I
sounds
think
like a real family-oriented thing and a big jump. Ryan, that's a very clear why that you have the transformative lives, but also the family thing. Any other comments about the family picture on that? The family legacy that you're giving your daughters. What a treat that they learn how to work.
Absolutely.
And when you have your own business, you do everything.
Yeah, you do, and they get it. They're seeing that firsthand, and it becomes part of your life. So having them be a part of it is pretty special, and I think it's equipping them for the future. So I can speak for myself. I kind of just went down one path. I really didn't, at first, didn't really consider a lot of other things, kind of just following a blueprint. But I think for them to just experience this doesn't mean they may not go, work for someone else, but it gives them a flavor for what it's like to own your own business. And so at least they can put that in their consideration set.
You bet. Do you have any advice for people on the edge considering making the jump into entrepreneurialism?
Yeah, I'd say it's a lot of work. It's hard work. You're always on the hook. You're not really clocking out. So you have to be very intentional about when you're working and when you're not. But we like to say we'd work 60 to 80 hours a week to not work for someone for 40 hours a week type of thing. That's just kind of a personal thing. But not to say the other option isn't good too. But just for us. But it's a lot of work. But it's also very rewarding. Like Summer talked about, just seeing the personal impact on the clients. And being able to really pour into our employees, those two things alone make it worth it. And then, of course, you want it to be a good business, to make a living. But you do those first two things right.
Well, it sounds like you've got every area addressed. The why for your clients, the why for your family. Summer, any other thoughts on that?
Yeah, I'd just say, come try it out. If you don't have a place to. Or if you're not in a fitness routine, come give it a try. I think, like Ryan mentioned, we were skeptical too, but if you're a busy professional or somebody that just hasn't found a really good routine, it's amazing what you can experience in 20 minutes. Our coaches would love to kind of hear your story and help you on your path.
Ryan, could I get a couple free trials or something like that?
Absolutely. Yeah, we offer 2 free sessions just because this is so different, and we want our everyone who's interested to have an opportunity to get on the equipment, to meet our coaches, and it's zero pressure, no obligation, so there's no worry about coming in and getting pressured to have to sign up or anything like that.
And I have done it. To experience those machines is to really experience those machines. Because unless you try it, you can't really understand. But they do a great job. Yeah. The Exercise Coach, 3 locations in Omaha. Check them out if you want to get fit in 20 minutes 2 times a week and be safe while you're doing it. Experience the mission and the ministry of Ryan and Summer. Check out the exercisecoach.com. Thanks for joining us.